This is the Private Observer. Welcome back to How the World Really Works, a beginner's journey into geopolitics. Chapter 3, final episode, Power Without War. The most powerful weapon today isn't a missile, it's a meme. In the first 2 chapters, we explored geography, the land that shapes nations, and resources, the fuel that sustains them. But today, wars are fought differently, no longer with soldiers marching across borders, but with stories crossing screens. The battlefield has moved from land and sea to something far more subtle, the human mind. Power now flows not from territory or oil, but from influence. The nations that once fought to control borders now compete to control beliefs. Who tells the story of the world often ends up ruling it. From the news we read, to the songs we stream, to the apps we use, geopolitics has gone invisible. This is the new era of conflict. Power without war. The American narrative. For nearly a century, the United States has mastered this invisible art. Hollywood, pop music, television, all became instruments of persuasion. After World War II, America didn't just rebuild the world, it branded it. From jeans to jazz, from McDonald's to Marvel, American became a symbol of freedom, fun, and modern life. Even in countries that disagreed with US policies, people still watched American movies, wore American clothes, and dreamed American dreams. That's not coincidence, that's soft power. When the Cold War ended, the Soviet Union collapsed, not just because of economics, but because its people had already imagined another way of life, the one they saw on Western screens. That's how you win a war without firing a shot. The Korean wave. But in the 21st century, the world's cultural tide began to shift east. South Korea, once a divided, war-torn nation, reinvented itself through creativity. K-pop, K-dramas, and Korean fashion became global sensations. Songs in a language few understood topped the charts worldwide. Series like Squid Game made people think deeply about inequality, consumerism, and survival, all wrapped in entertainment. This wasn't accidental, it was strategy. The South Korean government supported its entertainment industry like others support their militaries. Every music video, every drama became a quiet ambassador, shaping how the world sees Korea. And it worked. Today, South Korea exports identity more than products. Its influence spreads not through ships or soldiers, but through rhythm, color, and emotion. Japan's quiet influence. Before Korea, there was Japan, the silent pioneer of cultural power. From the 1980s onward, Japan conquered not land, but imagination. Anime, video games, and technology became the language of a generation. Children around the world grew up with Pikachu, Mario, and Studio Ghibli, not realizing they were learning pieces of Japanese philosophy. Discipline, harmony, respect for nature. Japan never shouted for dominance, it whispered, and the world listened. Its influence isn't loud but deep. Even today, Japan's design, aesthetics, and values quietly shape how we define modern and cool. While its military remained small, its cultural reach became enormous, proof that silence can sometimes echo louder than war. China's digital ambition. Then came China, and its rise changed everything. Unlike America's Hollywood or Korea's entertainment wave, China's weapon of influence is technology itself. Platforms like TikTok, WeChat, and AliExpress aren't just apps. They are new channels of culture and control. Through them, China exports not only products but habits, algorithms, and attention. Beijing's leaders understood that whoever controls the digital flow of ideas controls the global conversation. And so, through investment, media, and infrastructure, from Africa to Southeast Asia, China built a silent empire of connection. Its challenge isn't about convincing people to be like China, but about making the world depend on China's systems. Its tech, its platforms, its standards. That's how empires rise now, not with armies, but with ecosystems. The real war, hearts and minds. We've entered an age where the strongest nations no longer need to invade. They just need to influence. Movies, music, memes, and technology have replaced tanks, treaties, and borders as the new tools of power. The country that defines what people desire wins. Soft power doesn't look dangerous, it looks entertaining. But every culture we consume carries an invisible flag, a worldview, a value, a message. And in the quiet competition for attention, the victors are not always the richest or largest nations, but the ones who tell the most believable story. This is power without war, the silent struggle shaping hearts long before policies, the invisible conflict deciding who leads the world and who simply follows. If you've followed this journey from geography as destiny to the resource game, and now power without war, remember, the world's strongest force isn't geography or resources. It's the story we choose to believe. This is The Private Observer, and this is the final episode of How the World Really Works, a beginner's journey into geopolitics. Thank you for staying with this journey. If these insights helped you see the world differently, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, because every interaction keeps this channel alive. And remember, understanding the world is the first step to navigating it. This is The Private Observer, signing off from How the World Really Works.